that I've accepted and acquiescence of my own presence as I inspected my loaded with charges don't get it. So stream it at your own discretion, every answer question.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the New York Mets taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. Today, our focus is on a team that's been absolutely tearing it up at the plate, Singy.
Yeah, you got that right, Boog. This lineup has been a nightmare for opposing pitchers, and everyone is contributing. Eager to see if that carries over to this one.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go, and on the hill here today, Jesus Luzardo. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
Well, it hasn't been a great year so far in terms of ERA, but he's had some decent games, and there have been some flashes of greatness, if you will. We'll see today if he's able to get ahead of hitters and perhaps get some swings and misses, put himself in a position to bring that ERA down, because you know in the back of his mind, beyond the W, he wants to have a better earned run average.
That one out to right, and it drops in. So a man on base to start the inning.
Batting second, first baseman Pete Alonso.
Here's Pete Alonso, hoping to lock up a home run title down the stretch. He leads the league right now. Inside, almost got him. Runner at first with no outs here. Oh, he doesn't get the call. 2-1.
1 strike.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Throw sails over his head at first. Now second and third, and nobody out.
Batting third, right fielder Juan Soto.
Well, you can't give him 2 errors on that play, but that's pretty much what it looked like. Tried to stay with it after the bobble, and it might have pulled it off with a good throw, but it's very easy to rush the throw when you don't field it cleanly. A lot of times guys don't have a good grip on it, and I think that was the case right there.
Here's Juan Soto, entering this one second in the National League in hitting. Swings and misses. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Two in scoring position, nobody out here in the second game of the series. Line to left, and it stays fair. One runs in, another comes in to score, and they lead by 2. A 2-run double.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Nimmo, the next to hit. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. Soto stands at second with no outs. And he grounds one to the right side. Stop. Tosses to first. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. And this offense is really clicking right now, Chris.
That's a good feeling in that dugout over there. You feel like when you walk to the plate, you're going to get a knock, you're going to drive in a run, you're going to do something productive, even if it's just get a walk to keep the line moving. And that's a great feeling to have. They've got it bottled right now.
So up next for New York, Mark Vientos. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
0-2 now. On the ground, Turner. Tosses to first. Now 2 away as they get a run across.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run in.
Starling Marte up to hit. Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. Around first, heading for 2. The throw in, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. Back here in Philadelphia, and towing the slab in this one, David Peterson. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Well, it's all about the strikeout for him. Over 200 punchies this season. Expect to see a lot of swings and misses today.
And now the shortstop, Trey Turner. 1 home run shy of 200 for his career. That pitch in for a strike, and it's 0-1.
They're off to a great start, 3-run lead after their first inning, but so important to be airtight defensively. Don't give away extra outs and allow that other club to get back in this ball game.
Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already is bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder. This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get 1 out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box. This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Vientos hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Batting third.
And time now for the Phillies lineup. The guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Kyle Schwarber.
And he's leading them in runs batted in this season, which tells me this guy is able to slow things down when it seems like there's a little bit of pressure, and he's looking at it as an opportunity to do damage. You know, a lot of guys, they see runners on base and they get big. They feel like all this pressure, I've got to get these runs in.
Turner runs. Pitch in for a strike. Throw. Save. And that makes it 30 stolen bases for him this season. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 2 down.
Now, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me out. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Whips it to first. Schwarber out of the play. That's out number 3. 1 left for Philadelphia. They trail it here 3-0. Back here in
Leading
Philadelphia.
off for the
Now
Mets,
it's going to be
catcher,
Francisco Alvarez.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
Ripped to short. Turner with the throw to first. One up, one down. Two of the most potent offenses
Batting
in the
eighth,
game
second
squaring
baseman,
off.
Luis Angel Acuna.
Next to hit, Luis Angel Acuna. Luzardo measures 6 feet even, 27 years old, and he was a third-round pick back in 2016. And a foul ball. One out, base is empty. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try.
Runner on the move.
0-1.
Tag, and he's out at first. Couldn't get back to the bag. Two outs. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. On the run, throw to first. And he beats the throw. Shows off the wheels right there. An infield single.
Nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. So the batting order turns over. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Scored the first run of the game back in the first after a single to reach base. And it's fouled away.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
This one in the air. Harper. And that is that. So it's no runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. Down to the bottom of the second. It's the Mets 3 and the Phillies nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Nick Castellanos at the plate now.
Right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
Swing and a ball popped in the air out to shallow center. He's there. He's got it. And there's one down.
Batting 6th, third baseman, Alec Bohm.
And now for the Phillies, Alec Bohm. That one pushed foul. One down, base is empty. Tap foul at the plate. And there's a ball.
Ball 1.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And now the lefty. And down on strikes he goes. Now 2 out.
Well, he froze him with the changeup right there, and I think he was so geared up for fastball. Once he recognized that it was off speed, he just wasn't able to make an adjustment. So a really good strikeout, and pitcher just won the battle.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Lindor handles, throws to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Down quickly go the Phillies. They trail in this one 3-0. Let's check out some notable MVP candidates so far this season.
Pete Alonso.
Luzardo back to work. That's
Ball, that's
outside.
off the plate.
1-0.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Just missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. Another one in his incredible season. It's 4-0.
It's no surprise this guy's won the home run derby multiple times. He was born to hit them. Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
At the plate, Juan Soto. Fouled off left side. To the right side,
foul ball.
and that's just foul. And
3.
down on strikes. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Here's Brandon Nimmo.
Now batting,
Rounded
left
out his
fielder,
first time up.
Brandon Nimmo.
Tapped out in front of the plate. Slings to first, and there are 2 outs.
Now batting, third baseman, Mark Vientos.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the third baseman, Mark Vientos. There's a strike.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
Base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. Here's Starling Marte. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Vientos off of first with 2 away. Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side.
Alvarez.
And the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. And next for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. Right down to shoot. Strike 1. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. And that's fouled off. The 0-2. Throws to first in time. They limit the damage here. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo blast. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. JT Real Muto steps in.
JT Real Muto.
And first offering is fouled off. Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2.
Hit on the ground to short. Lindor tosses across to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Batting ninth, designated hitter, Rodolfo Castro.
Rodolfo Castro stands in for the Phillies. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
Next offering is fouled back. Rolled over to third, and foul ball. And the 0-2. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Vientos puts it away for the out.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate.
Had
pretty good timing on it. Just got
Trey
underneath a little bit and popped it up.
Trey Turner now.
His next home run will be the 200th in his career. It would be pretty cool to see it right here.
Liner, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. This is Bryson's stop. 0 for 1 so far.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Step off, throw to first, and Turner's back in. Foul ball there. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. 2 outs. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. 1 hit, 1 left. 3 innings complete. It's the Mets 4 and the Phillies nothing. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Luis Angel Acuna. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Line drive. That's a base hit, and the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting, the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor.
Stepping in, Tyrone Taylor. Reached on an infield single his first time. Step off, throw to first, and he's back in safely.
Booga, never got to play at Citizens Bank Park in my career, just the old Veteran Stadium in Philadelphia, but the crowds here are just as energetic now as they were at that old park. And
there goes the runner. Pitch in for a strike.
well, I'm sure that steal will raise a couple of eyebrows because of this big lead, but I think it's more respect for their opponent, knowing that they've got to continue to add on if they're going to win this game. Don't take it as an offense. Take it as a sign of respect.
Next offering is in for a strike. Stirring in the Phillies bullpen, Joe Ross getting loose out there. Romano also getting ready. No outs. Runner on second. Here's a rocket out to left. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second. And he's in safely at third with 1 out.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Here's Francisco Lindor.
The goal is to give your teammate a chance to score from third. There's a few ways he can get it done, but his best chance is to drive one in the air.
Hard hit, but right at him and left. He's in to score on the sac fly. It's 5-0.
Good piece of hitting right there. He's thinking off the bat, that's getting down for extra bases, but nice job of the outfielder running it down, making the catch. Still comes away with the sac fly, though, RBI.
And that one hammered. Marsh moving back. Pulls it in on the warning track. So they get one run on one base hit, no errors, and nobody left on. And midway in the fourth, it's the Mets 5 and the Phillies nothing. Back here in Philadelphia, bottom of the inning, here's Bryce Harper.
First baseman, Bryce Harper.
Well, a big lead like this is comfortable many times, but not when these two teams are matching up. You got to continue to keep your head down, play catch with that catcher, and just try to move through this lineup.
Swing at a ground ball and foul ball.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
That one's in there, and it's 0-2.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Swings and misses, and he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Wow, short work to send it back in to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
Schwarber batting for the second time, and that's strike 1.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Next offering is in for a strike. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
First offering in for a strike to Castellanos.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Two down, nobody on.
All right, there's number 8,
No
one
ball, 2
away.
Two outs. Got him! And how about that? It's an immaculate inning.
Well, he's saying who needs the defense? An immaculate inning. 3 strikeouts, 9 pitches. We just witnessed something really special.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Tyler Phillips.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Juan Soto up now for the Mets. Soto, a former home run derby champ, 26 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. On the corner for a strike.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball, just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
Outside.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And 1 away.
Up next for the Mets,
So now it's the
fielder,
4-hole hitter,
Nimmo.
Brandon Nimmo, has grounded out a couple of times. That one outside.
That ball went out.
Ball 1.
Ball. 2-0.
Next offering is fouled back. And that one hit to first. The flip to the pitcher covering. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Mark Vientos.
And stepping in for New York, Mark Vientos. smoked on the ground to second. Sends it to first, and the Mets go 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Mets as they are unable to add to their 5-0 lead. We head to the bottom of the fifth. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Alec Bohm.
Alec Bohm.
And if I retreat, then I'm worthless pulling the trees. And man, I want to be blameless. Strange and unashamed, about as tame as a flame is.
And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Phils just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
No balls, 2 strikes.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
Now batting, center fielder, Brandon Marsh.
So man aboard and digging in for Philadelphia, Brandon Marsh. Grounded out his first time up. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Aggressive. Early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
And a swing and a miss. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
That's a pretty nasty
Up
pitch
next,
right there.
for
I'd
the
call it a
Phillies,
power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Here comes the 0-1. And a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And it one-hops the wall. Throws to second. Not in time. He's safe. And a run comes in to score.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough air under to drive it out of here, but you'll take that swing and that result every time.
1 out, runner at second. Rodolfo Castro getting ready to hit, and he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Fought off foul. Got him swinging.
You know, variant speeds can be just as useful for a pitcher as movement. As you see right there, it really wasn't a great location. But the fact that the velocity change had the hitter off balance, and that's all you got to do sometimes.
Turner in the box now. No balls and a strike. Runner at second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. And that ends the inning. JT Realmuto delivers yet again on this one. It's now a 5-1 ball game. You're dialed into the show. All set for the start of the inning. So now here's the Mets DH, Starling Marte. Phillips back to work. To third. Gets to it with a slide. Over to first. And very nicely done for the out.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Francisco Alvarez. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Marsh makes the catch for the out. That's out number 2.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Swing and a bouncer towards third. And that's a foul ball. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
2 out, space is empty. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. Swing and a ball popped up. Stop. Makes the grab, and that is that. Nothing doing here this half. 2-3, 4-2 up in the home half of the sixth. It's the Mets 5 and the Phillies 1. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Second baseman, Bryson Stott.
And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. There's a swing and a miss.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
So Harper stands in. 0-2 in this one.
Harper.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Strike two.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
So 2 down now, and here is Kyle Schwarber. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Fouls one off out of play, back to our left.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Vientos brings it in for the third out. Phillies down in order. They're down here 5-1. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Center fielder Tyrone Taylor.
That one lifted to left. Schwarber makes the grab, one down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he'll pull into second safely.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
One out, runner at second. Pete Alonso up now for the Mets. He's already homered here in this one. Line drive out towards left field. That's a base hit. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. And the lead is up to 5.
Waste no time there. Nice line drive to the pull side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Runner on at first with one gone. Juan Soto up now for the Mets. Swing and a miss.
0-1.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Alonso leads off first with one away.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. 2 away now.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Booth, get back on track. His team needs him.
Nimmo, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
In the air, left field, down the line. Schwarber settles under it and makes the catch. And that's the third out. But the RBI single pushes across a run. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. Bottom of the 7th, and now the right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
Right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
He swings and fouls one off. Here comes the 0-1. And there's a foul ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
And now for the Phillies, Alec Bohm, 1 for 2.
So with the purpose there is a reason, and then if I retreat then I'm worthless pulling the trees, and man I want to be blameless.
That's in there. Strike one. Pulls that one foul. The Mets leading by 5 here at the bottom of the 7th. Got it. And he keeps putting up the K's. That's number 11.
Now batting,
Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies. Late on that fastball.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Swing and a foul out of play. Got him! And how about that? It's an immaculate inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture. On the ground to short, Turner. Slings it across. First out in the top of the 8th. Not much question that Citizens Bank Park is a hitter-friendly field. Lots of homers and triples to be had with this outfield design. Starling Marte digs in now. On the ground to the left, and that's just foul. Way inside, gets out of the way. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th.
You know, from an outfielder's perspective, that right center field power alley can be tough to play, but the odd angles in left center field aren't much easier. Definitely an interesting layout.
Liner, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting, catcher Francisco Alvarez.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. 0 for 3 in this one. Swings and misses. It's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
On the ground to third. On to second. They get one. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. Last half of the eighth coming up. It's the Mets 6 and the Phillies 1.
Now pitching for
Back
the
now,
New
new
York
pitcher
Mets.
on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth. A.J. Minter.
Well, good luck against this guy. He's been extremely tough to hit this year. His numbers are excellent.
And now it is
JT
Realmuto.
Catcher JT Realmuto.
Minter, a 6-foot lefty. He features a four-seam
0-1.
fastball, a cutter, and he works in a changeup.
0-1.
And that misses. And it's 1-1. Swings through that one out in front that
One
time.
ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Rodolfo Castro stands in for the Phillies.
Rodolfo Castro.
There's a strike at the knees.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Soto makes the play, and there's 2
Up
away.
next for the Phillies, shortstop Trey Turner.
2 down, bases empty. Trey Turner will hit next. Foul ball. Turner with just 1 more homer to reach the 200 career mark. 0-1. The shortstop takes the ball.
You know, we usually talk
I got a ball,
about
1
bigger
strike.
numbers when it comes to homers, but only about 400 major leaguers have ever hit 200
ball,
round
2
trippers in their
strikes.
careers. He's putting himself in great company.
So Trey goes down on strikes. Phillies go down quietly in the inning. They trail it 6-1. We go to the ninth, and stepping in for New York, Luis Angel Acuna. Phillips back to work. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. This one could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And it's a double, making him 3 for 4 on the day.
Another big game.
Now
He's
batting,
looking pretty
the
much
center fielder,
unstoppable at the
Tyrone
plate.
Taylor.
Double into the gap, and that was a really nice swing to beat the inside pitch. He just beat him to the spot. Kept his hands tight inside that baseball, and that just allowed him to drive it into the alley right there.
Here's the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor. 1 for 3. Misses the sweeper.
0-1's the count.
And the 0-1. Lined into right. Castellanos makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with 1 away.
Now batting, shortstop Francisco Lindor.
Francisco Lindor up now for the Mets. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. Back to the mound. He's got it. Throws to first. Lindor retired.
Now batting, the first baseman Pete Alonso.
Pete Alonso up now for the Mets. He's already homered in this game. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. Acuna on third with 2 out. Ground ball right side. Stop. And that is that. No runs, 1 hit, a double, no errors, and 1 man left. 2-3-4 set to hit in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Mets 6 and the Phillies 1.
Now pitching for
Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Ryan Stanek.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Stop. Leading things off and takes a strike. Swing and a foul straight back. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Here comes Bryce Harper. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
1-1.
Next pitch inside. 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touch down for a hit. The throw into second. Not in time. It's a double.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he made it out front for the line drive knock.
And the batter now, Kyle Schwarber. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Next offering is in for a strike. And that one hit 97 on the gun. Check swing, and he went. That is strike 2.
2-2 the count.
And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive. Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. One strike away. Out there to center. He puts it away, and that'll do it. The Mets keep it rolling. 7 straight victories now.
The number 7 is such a cool and sort of lucky number. Well, this team has been playing really well, but to win 7 games in a row, there's been some luck and there's been some really good play. I think you get to this point, you start to look at, can we double that? Make it double digits, make it 2 touchdowns, make it 14.